You ever think you're losing someone, only to realize they were digging their own grave the whole time? This is the story of how my girlfriend and my best friend betrayed me, and how life answered them faster than they ever imagined. Hey everyone, I'm Jason. I'm 28, born and raised near Portland, Oregon, and this is the wildest thing that's ever happened to me. I didn't post this on Reddit back then because, honestly, I was embarrassed. But now, I'm older, wiser, and honestly the whole thing feels like watching a movie I wasn't even in. So here's the full story. Long, messy, embarrassing, and unbelievably satisfying. I've been dating my ex, let's call her Emily, for almost 3 years. We met in college at Oregon State University, and she was one of those people who looked like she had her whole life together. Perfect grades, perfect hair, perfect smile. Me? I was a stable guy. Not the hottest, not the coolest, but loyal as hell. And then there was Ryan, my best friend since middle school. We survived awkward phases together, midnight Taco Bell runs, and almost burning his mom's garage down trying to brew our own soda. We were a trio. At least, I thought we were. The shift started slowly, so slow it didn't even feel real at first. Emily became distant, not in a dramatic way. More like, I'll text you later. Work is crazy. I'm exhausted, maybe tomorrow. I don't feel like going out tonight. Meanwhile, Ryan was acting weirdly cheerful every time I mention her. And look, when you've known someone for 15 years, you pick up on their micro-expressions. He had this stupid smirk he always got when he lied. That smirk started showing up a lot. But I pushed it all down because these were my two favorite people. You don't want to believe your favorite people could ruin you. One Friday night, Emily told me she would go to a girls' night in Beaverton. Cool, no problem. Ryan told me he was helping his uncle move in Gresham. Everything sounded normal. But around 10 p.m., I got hungry and Ubered to our favorite teriyaki place on Hawthorne Boulevard. I'm waiting for my food when the door opens, and in walk Emily and Ryan, together, laughing, holding hands. I froze. Time froze. My stomach dropped so hard I thought my soul left my body. Emily saw me first. Her face drained of color. Ryan tried to do that stupid smirk, but even he couldn't pull it off this time. I didn't yell. I didn't confront. I didn't throw anything. I just quietly paid for my food and walked out. The shock on their faces? I wish I took a picture. Not even 5 minutes after I got home, Emily started blowing up my phone. It's not what it looks like. Classic. Then, we were just grabbing food. It's not serious. Oh, so cheating is casual now? And finally, I didn't know how to tell you because I still care about you. Right? Real caring. Ryan texted me once. Man, let's talk. I didn't respond. I didn't block them either. I wanted to see what they'd say when they realized I wasn't playing cleanup crew for their mess. The next morning, Emily showed up at my apartment. She was crying. No tears, though. Just that dramatic face scrunching. Acting. Always acting. I opened the door just enough, so she couldn't push her way in. She said, I made a mistake, but it's because you weren't emotionally available. Oh, so I caused her to hold hands with my best friend? Amazing logic. I kept it short. Emily, it's done. Good luck. She tried to come closer, but I closed the door. The second it clicked shut, I felt this wave of relief, like I'd been holding my breath for months. Here's where things get beautiful. 2 weeks later, Ryan loses his job. Not because of me, but because he'd been showing up late constantly. Because he was spending all his time with Emily. His boss apparently caught them making out in the parking lot of his workplace. But the best part? His job was the only thing paying for his apartment in Hillsborough, and he ended up having to move back in with his parents. Remember the smirk? Gone. Now Emily, she always bragged about being this moral, grounded woman. Turns out her co-workers at the dental clinic she worked had found out about everything, because she confided in a friend who absolutely did not keep her secret. Suddenly, she wasn't invited to lunches anymore. Her manager cut her hours. Her reputation tanked. One patient apparently asked her during a cleaning, "Aren't you the girl who cheated on her boyfriend with his best friend?" She cried in the bathroom for 20 minutes. Actions, consequences. They tried dating. Oh, they really thought there was some tragic love story. Two cheaters trying to build something romantic? Yeah, good luck. They lasted 3 months. 3 months of money problems, Ryan's jealousy, Emily constantly comparing him to me, her realizing he had zero ambition, him realizing she wasn't nearly as sweet without the secret affair adrenaline. They broke up at Washington Park after a massive argument, where apparently Ryan accused her of ruining his life. Emily yelled loud enough that a couple walking their dog stared at them the whole time. 3 months after that, I ran to Emily at a Safeway in Tigard. She looked drained, puffy eyes, hair thrown in a messy bun. She didn't even try to make look cute. She kept her head down, but when she recognized me, she lit up like she thought this was a movie moment where we get back together. She said softly, "Can we talk? I've been thinking about you." I said, "Emily, I hope you're doing okay. But whatever you're looking for, it's not here." She nodded, forced a smile, and walked out. I haven't seen her since. Ryan tried reaching out months later, saying he wanted to make things right. But he still never apologized. Not really. He just wanted to be friends again, because his life was falling apart. I left him on read. Last I heard, from mutual acquaintances, he's bouncing between temp jobs and still living with his parents. People don't trust him anymore. Not with their girlfriends, not with their secrets, not with anything. He built that reputation himself. Here's the twist. I didn't end up bitter. I didn't hate love. I didn't become cold or cynical. A year after everything went down, I met someone new, someone who actually respects me, communicates like an adult, and doesn't need drama to feel alive. And I realized something. Sometimes life doesn't punish people to make you feel better. It just gives you the closure you need to move forward. And I did. So yeah, that's my story of betrayal, consequences, and honestly, a surprising amount of peace in the end. If you enjoyed the story, hit that like button, drop a comment with what you would have done, and subscribe if you want more stories like this. Thanks for listening.